Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here. We are starting our project with these glasses that I got from Dollar Tree. They're little boots and they came from St. Patrick's Day. And I'm going to remove the covers off of them and glue two of them together using a combination of gel super glue and hot glue. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. The super glue takes a little bit of time for it to dry, so I'm going to go ahead and add some hot glue in the back to secure it in the meantime. And then I coated them both with some Mod Podge. Once the Mod Podge dried, I painted it black with my Folk Art Black Rich Paint. Now I'm using this Krylon white paint and a back of a pen to do little polka dots on the bottom of each one of these pieces. Then I'm going to set it aside to dry, and then once it was dried, I'm going to come in with some of this boxwood that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to remove two pieces off of the stems and add them into my little boots. You think I'm done now? I'm not done yet. I decided that this wasn't enough, so I'm going to take those off, and I took them this buffalo check ribbon that I got from Michael's, and I'm going to glue them in the top section of my boots. I did the same thing with both boots. If you notice, I started in the middle where they both unite, so that each one of the boots will look as individual pieces. And I'm using the edge of my scissors to help me get right into that groove. When I got to the other end, I bent the ribbon backwards, added some more hot glue, and I'm going to tuck it into the crease as you see right there as well. This makes it look like they're two separate boots, just next to each other. I cut the ribbons both the same length, but here this one was a little bit longer, so I had to trim it off. I cut it a little bit, and this ribbon tends to fray, so I'm going to use my lighter to cinch the edges to make sure that everything stays nice and neat. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and bend that ribbon backwards and add a little bit of hot glue at the end, and then tuck it into that crease nice and neatly. Then I added back my greenery, and that is it for this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. My friends, today's video is part of the 5 under 5 Open Invite collaboration that is hosted monthly by Emily from FarmCharmChic and by Missy from the Crafty Cove. And the guest host this month is Mary from Craft Away with Me. The links to the channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below and also pinned in the comments. Make sure that you head on over to the channels and to the playlist and show everyone some love. For the next inspiration this evening, we're going to be using one of these little cotton boards from the Dollar Tree. I sanded it down off camera, and I'm going to give it 2 coats with this Krylon white paint. Now I'm taking one of these calendars from Dollar Tree. This is from 2023. And I'm going to use that bigger picture on the back. Just going to cut it as neatly as possible, and then I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the back of it, making sure to add Mod Podge to every single inch of it. Once it was nicely coated, I'm going to put it right there at the center of my cotton board. I'm making sure to have no bubbles, so I'm just going to glue it at the middle and then work my fingers towards the sides to remove any bubbles or wrinkles. And then once that was nicely adhered, I'm going to go ahead and sand off the edges. I did that off camera. Then, using some of this ribbon that I got from Michael's, I'm going to create a little bow, as you see right there, just doing the awareness sign, scrunch it in the middle, and tie it on the middle with a piece of jute cord. I tied it very loosely at first, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut off the excess twine, and I'm going to make sure that I'm happy with how my bow is looking, and then I'm going to create a double knot in the back and cut off that excess twine. I dovetail the ends. It just means that I just bent the edges or the tails, as you see right there, into halves and cut a triangle upwards to create the little dovetails on each one of the tails. And now that our bow is ready, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it right there where I just put it using some hot glue. And while that glue's set, I'm going to fluff my bow until I'm happy with what it's looking like. And then, to protect that paper, I added some Mod Podge to the entire picture frame or the image from the calendar. And I'm also doing it on the edges to make sure that it's nicely adhered and protected. And that is it. Look how cute that is. Let me know what you think. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to my subscribers for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing. All these things help me tremendously. They help my channel grow, and I appreciate you very much for them. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and join the Lori D's Creations family. It is free and it means the world to me. All right, let's go to the next inspiration. For this one, I'm going to use one of these birdhouses that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove that sticker off of it, and we are going to completely cover it with Antiques Wax from Waverly. And once that dried, I'm going to come in with some of this white paint from Krylon, and I'm going to do a very heavy dry brush on here. Well, actually, I started soft dry brush in here first, and as I went along, I decided that I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, so I added more paint as I went along. And I did this with only the sides of the house. I left the roof and the bottom antique waxed. Now it's time to embellish it, so I'm going to use some of these rubber trampers from Dollar Tree, and I added 2 to the front. As you see right here, they are both equal, and I did this using my spatula from my Cricut, just rubbing it off, and I'm lifting as I'm taking it off to make sure that each section or every little detail at the rubber transfer stays in the surface of the birdhouse. Friends, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. That truly helps me. It signals YouTube to let them know that I have good content, and it will push it out to even more people. I truly appreciate you for doing that. And this is how our birdhouse was looking so far, but I wanted to add some more. So I'm going to add these pieces to the sides as well. And what I did to this side, I did to the other. But you know, we can't neglect the back, right? So we're going to add a couple more to the back of the house as well. I'm going to put one like it's coming down from the ceiling and another one coming out from the ground. I truly love the combination of the brown with the green and the white. It just looks so nice and rustic. Look how cute that is, oh my goodness. But I'm not done yet. I wanted to go ahead and darken up the inside of that. So I used some of my black Folka Rich Black paint to paint the inside. And I also used it to outline the heart right here in the outside as well to give it a nice defined look. I was also thinking of adding a little bit of Spanish moss in that opening. I don't know what you guys think. I also wanted to add some definition to the side, so I'm adding some of that black paint in the edges as well to give it a distressed look. And that was it. I was done with this piece. Let me know what you think. For the next inspiration today, I'm going to be using this little sign from Dollar Tree. It's double-sided. And I'm going to remove that packaging and paint the frame with 2 coats of my Krylon satin paint. I added some tape in the middle to avoid any paint on the chalkboard side. This is all completed. We're going to go ahead and remove that tape that I have added to reveal a semi-clean look. I did have a little bit of bleeds once I removed the tape, but I took my X-Acto knife and cut those little pieces off once it was dry, and it came out nice and clean. Then I took a calendar piece from Dollar Tree. I have pointed to this one, but I decided using the coffee one instead. So here you'll see me using the coffee one instead. I'm going to add a nice amount of Mod Podge to the back, making sure to put some in every single nook and cranny of it to ensure that I have a nice adhesion. I added it to the center and then slide my fingers across it towards the outside to remove any bubbles and to make sure that every single piece was nicely adhered. Then I added some Mod Podge to the front as well, making sure to do the Mod Podge on the entire surface of the cutting board and even as far as the finish. And you know I like my embellishments, so I decided to take some of this boxwood that I got from Walmart, and I took its sprig out of there, and I added actually two, and I'm going to glue them right here to the corner of this using some hot glue. I made another bow using the same ribbon from before and glued it right there to the section where both of the pieces of greenery unite. And that is it for this one. I love this one. You guys let me know what you think. And here we are with the final reveal. Don't forget to tell me which one of these is your favorite. My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. If you would like to watch some more of my videos, here's a suggestion, and you are more than welcome to binge away with this playlist as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You're amazing. Bye.